Good morning, students. Now, in this part 2 of chapter 10, that is following the Mahatma, part 2. In this part, we are going to discuss about the demand for Pakistan, that was in the year 1940. And we will also discuss about individual satyagraha, quit India movement, and the cabinet mission that was carried in 1946. And at the end, we will discuss about Atlas announcement of the independence of India, that was in February 1947. So now let us start. First, we will discuss that is the demand for Pakistan in 1940. See, Muhammad Iqbal and Chaudhry Rahmat Ali were the Muslim leaders who propagated that the Hindus and Muslims should form two separate nations as they represent two different culture. See, Muhammad Iqbal and Chaudhry Rahmat Ali were the Muslim leaders, and see they propagated that Hindu and Muslim should form two separate nations. Why? Because they were from the different cultures, and the resolution of demand for Pakistan was passed in Muslim League session held at Lahore in March 1940. See, the resolution of demand, the demand for Pakistan India, that was passed when in the year in the Muslim League session that was held at Lahore in March in the year 1940. And see, it was also suggested to form an independent nation having majority of the Muslim population. After this, the creation of Pakistan became the main objective of the Muslim League. See, thereafter, what happened? The formation of Pakistan, that became the main objective of Muslim League when after the resolution that the demand for Pakistan that was passed. Maulana Azad was born in Mecca. Now we will discuss about Maulana Azad. See, Maulana Azad, he was born in Mecca and he knew many languages also, and he was also scholar of Islam. See, he advocated what he is that he said that unity of all the religion should be there, and he was always very active. He was active in the Gandhian movement. He was supporting the Gandhiji, and he participated in the Gandhian movement. See, here you can see the picture Maulana Azad and Gandhiji in Sevagram 1942. Now we will discuss this individual satyagraha that Vinoba Bhave took part. See, in the picture you can see, and we will discuss about Vinoba Bhave. See, during the World War II, Gandhiji started individual satyagraha instead of the mass satyagraha for two reasons. See, during the World War II, Gandhiji, what he started individual satyagraha instead of what mass satyagraha together. Why? The reason what was behind this of starting the individual satyagraha. See, one, it was that there were chances of what turning into a violent movement, and another reason was that Gandhiji was not willing to put the British government in a very embarrassing situation when during the war time. So these were the two reasons for been starting the individual satyagraha. Vinoba Bhave started his and see Gandhiji selected Vinoba Bhave as the first individual satyagraha whom Gandhiji selected Vinoba Bhave, and he was first individual satyagrahi, and Vinoba Bhave started his satyagraha by delivering anti-war speeches. He gave anti-war speeches. On fifth day he was arrested. See, he was arrested on the fifth day, and by the government, and he was also put in prison for how many months? 3 months. Vinoba Bhave basic inclination was towards constructive program. See, what was his inclination was towards a constructive program, and it was from the right of the beginning only. And Gandhiji, he was having a deep faith on Vinoba Bhave as a satyagrahi, which with high values, he was having quite high values for it. Now, things to know Cripps about the Cripps mission. See, Sir Stanford Cripps, he was sent to India. He was sent to India to specify what the agitated Indian leaders with promises to grant the autonomy. They were agitated to grant the autonomy to the Federation of India. See, however, what happened, it moreover mentioned what was mentioned when it would be done, and moreover, it agreed over separation of Pakistan. See, in that, what happened, it was agreed to what, to the separation of Pakistan too. So the Indian National Congress opposed it, and Winston Churchill drew his proposal. Now we'll see about Quit India movement, that was in the year 1942. Mahatma Gandhi started a new chapter of freedom movement after the World War II. See, after the World War II, Mahatma Gandhi, what he started, Mahatma Gandhi, in this, Mahatma Gandhi asked the British to leave India immediately, and he started the freedom movement, and he asked the Britisher to leave the India immediately, and Gandhiji asked the people of India to follow the principle of what, do or die, and continue the struggle against the Britishers in non-violent manner. So the historical resolution of Quit India was passed in the Mumbai sessions of the Indian National Congress on 8th August 1942. See, when we talk about Quit India movement, so see, in the Quit India movement, when we discuss about it, this keeping in mind the world war situation, the Congress Working Committee, they decided to end the individual satyagraha. That was January 1942. And see, the British government, they attempted to deceive people of India by Cripps mission. So Indians were very angry, and therefore the people of India no longer had faith on whom, in the British rulers. So they assumed that the British do not wish to quit India. So Gandhiji advised the people to come out of despair and to be prepared to give a new and a last fight. So on August 9th, 1942, resolution of Quit India movement that was passed in the Working Committee of Congress that was held at Mumbai. Gandhiji and the other leaders were arrested on 9th August. In that, Gandhiji along with the other leaders were arrested, and it gave a fresh impetus to the movement. See, the various public meetings were held, processions were there, and the protest and demonstration that became order of the day across the nation. And see, a large number of farmers, youth, they also joined in this movement, and there were incidents of attack on governments building. See, there were attack on what, government buildings and on communication facilities, which were like post and telegraph. And see, the government also adopted suppressive measures like mass arrest, confiscations of property, and imprisonment to curb the movement. And more than 1 lakh people, they were arrested and put into the jail. See, thousands of people were shot, and but the Britishers realized that it was the end of their rule in India, and their hold over the people of India would not be for long. See, when we talk about this on 9th August 1942 resolution of Quit India movement that was passed. See, on the second day of resolution, Gandhiji, Vallabhbhai Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, Maulana Azad, and other eminent Congress leaders, they were also arrested. So newspaper were banned. Regional and district level Congress leaders, they were also arrested simultaneously, and the arrest of Gandhiji other leaders resulted in the nationwide strike. And to this, Gandhiji said, "This is the last fight in my life, and therefore people of India should make all attempts to achieve independence." So he gave the slogan, "Do or die for it." See, the strikes were carried out during Quit India movement. See, the rural and urban regions of country, they included workers, farmers, youth, students, teachers, businessmen, women. They were in the forefront of this movement. And when we talk about the workers, they were sent on the strikes in factories, iron factories in Jamshedpur and cotton mills at Madras too were on strike in this way. See, in this 1 lakh meals worker of 75 cotton mill industries in Ahmedabad. They went on peaceful strike for 105 days. Colleges and schools observed. They also observed strike in this, and for nearly 3.5 months, markets in Ahmedabad that was also closed. So that was about the strike that was carried out during the Quit India movement. And see the harmful activities which were carried out, we have discussed in this. See, anger against the British government was being expressed from every nooks and corners of the country. So suppression against the peaceful people of by the Britishers led to a violent situation, as people not only ransacked the post offices, telegrams, department, police station, railway station, government buildings, schools and colleges building, railway lanes, bridges and roads, but looted the assets and set on fire the government properties. See, in this railway incurred the heaviest loss. See, in many of the area, people used bomb also. So that was all about the harmful activities during which was held during Quit India movement. And see, the Britishers also realized in this way that it was an end to their rule in India, and in their hold over the people of India would be no long now. So that we discuss about Quit India movement. Now let's see about the cabinet mission that was in the year 1946. See, the British cabinet mission that was in the year 1946 of India, they mind what they discussed, and they had a plan for to transfer the power of British government to Indian leadership. So that to give all the powers which was the British government were having to, they have to hand over to Indian leadership, and conferring India with its independence. In this way, having the India to be an independent. So formulated to the initiative of Clemens Atlas, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. It was represented by the three British ministers. The proposals were, see what were the proposals? To establish total self rule in the country. The first one, what was it? To have a total self rule in the country. And the second one, to divide the whole country in the total three provisions. It was that the whole country to be divided into total three provisions. And the third one, allow India to design its own constitution, and to have India freedom to design its own constitution. And the last one is the formation of an interim or provisional government till the constitution was framed. See, to have the formation of provisional government when till the constitution was not framed till that. So this all were the proposals that was there in the cabinet mission. See, the Congress secured majority in the following elections and formed the interims government under the leadership of whom? Jawaharlal Nehru. The poor response irritated the Muslim League, and so they declared 16th August 1946 as the Direct Action Day. And as a result, the communal tension prevailed in the country, and many parts witnessed communal riots too. However, the Muslim League maintained position in the government through where it protests till the formation of Pakistan. See, when we talk about it, the Prime Minister of Britain, Mr. Clement Attlee, sent a cabinet mission in 1946 to India, and that aimed to discuss and plan transfer of power and from the British to Indian leaderships. And see, to now India with complete independence, that is Purna Swaraj. See, the Congress secured majority in the elections, and that followed the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the prime minister of the interim government that was formed during this time. And see, on when we it was said in this was all about the direct, and see the league that the that was a poor response we have felt, that it was seen that irritating whom? The Muslim League. And what they declared, that 16 August 1946 as a Direct Action Day. So that was about the committee cabinet mission, and what was the proposal were held in that we have discussed. And now, Atlas announcement of the independence of India, February 1947. See, the communal integrity was jeopardized, means that put something into a situation in which there is a danger or loss or failure. And by the attitude of the Muslim League with the interim government, see, Muslim League, they were opposing and they have a attitude towards the interim government. And the British Prime Minister on 20th February 1947 announced in the British Parliament that latest by June 1948 the powers would be completely transferred to the Indians. The enthusiasm and happiness of Indian leaders and the common people knew no bonds. Gandhiji welcomed this decision of the Britishers by saying that it was their best decision. See, when we talk about it, that on 20th February 1947, the British Prime Minister announced that powers would be completely transferred to India. Latest by what? By June 1948. See, there was enthusiasm of Indian leaders and the common people. And see, Gandhiji welcomed this decision of British by what? By saying what? By that their decision was the best decision. So this was all about the cabinet missions, and how the India got independence. And we have discussed about the Quit India movement, individual Swaraj, and Gandhian movement. I hope you all have understood it. Thank you for listening.